Hello, friends and fellow VEDSies. We've done it. Once again, shouldn't be a surprise because we have done it in the past and, knock on wood, we'll do it in the future. But we have made 30 videos. We have put them out within 30 days. I struggled there for a bit. Who knows? I don't know when this video is actually getting up. I may still be struggling. But y'all have been on top of it. I don't think any of y'all have missed a day. And if you have, who cares? You know, we aren't docking points here, that's for sure. And I want to thank you all for doing VEDS this year. Like I kind of talked about in yesterday's video, I've not been the easiest September for me. Your videos have helped. Sometimes they've just been distractions I need. Sometimes they've been motivators. And then there have also been the ones that have actually helped me think through and kind of parse what's going on up here in this jumbled mess. And I appreciate that. And so what I want to do in this last video of VEDS 2022 is I want to talk about my favorite video that each of y'all has put out this year, and also say a thing that you do that I try to emulate. This kind of came from a conversation me and Tessa were having where I made a joke offhandedly that with the museum videos and my Core of the 3-Star videos and a couple other ones, I feel like I'm just kind of copycatting Graham this year. That conversation kind of opened me up to realizing that each of you does something that I try to emulate, because each of you does what you do very well. So let's get started, starting with Alicia. Alicia, this year has felt much more vulnerable than your other videos, much more emotionally raw. Not that you ever really held off on that kind of stuff in your previous VEDSes, but this year especially. And, you know, I don't know what all went into that on your end, but it's helped because since I was also going through a very emotional month, it helped to see how you discuss that. And your videos about choices, and both your day 29 video and your day 1 video also kind of all helped with that. But my favorite video that you put out, which also helped, was State of Decay. You gave us a lot of great songs this month, but that song in particular, I feel like it's your darkest song you've written. I'm not sure if that's true, but it definitely felt like that. However, the good thing about songs like that is it's the catharsis it provides. And I'll be honest, I've felt like I'm in a state of decay throughout a lot of this month, and so I was able to listen to it a couple times and feel some catharsis. And also, it's a great song. It's just really well written. Even if I wasn't in the full throes of my emotions this month, that probably would have been one of my favorites anyway. The sun is so bright. I'm gonna move. And Alicia, I think the thing that you can see in your song videos, but also in a lot of other videos, like the video where you made a zine or the video where you made a collage or just any number of videos, is your raw creativity and your, what's the right word for it? Commitment to creation. Seeing that as a different expression, whether it be through your music or whether it be through like things you do with your hands, like your collage work and your zine work, is always the passion and the commitment you have for that is always something I want to emulate. You are a true artist. I think the artistry of your videos, the commitment to art, to creativity, to creation, is stuff that I try to emulate in my videos. Moving on to James, and James, you were tricky because with you, it was less about finding one video and it was more about talking about this connecting thread through a few of your videos. But I think I found the video that kind of encapsulates it, displays it well. Your re-review of Mary Poppins Returns, which is a movie that I haven't seen. I have no real opinion on it, and I'll be honest, I don't even know what really the popular consensus is on it. I enjoyed that video because in it, you talk about how your opinion on the movie does differ from that popular consensus. It ties into your video that you made on the reaction to The Little Mermaid, which is reflective of a larger kind of reaction that a lot of people have whenever there is diverse casting in something. And I think you're getting to the same point there, and it's something that I see reflected throughout all your other reviews. But it's this idea of you are going to stick to your guns on things. You're going to die on your hills, not out of any like self-righteousness or arrogance, but you just understand something that a lot of reviewers should understand. I think a lot good reviewers do. You understand that the important things you have to say are you. They are what you experience, the things you bring into a movie, and that what the majority thinks or what a vocal minority thinks doesn't affect that. You can see past that. And so I think that's why I really liked your Mary Poppins Returns video, but also one of the things I like about your videos in general that I try to take. And I guess less so in my videos because I don't review that much stuff anymore, but definitely in my podcasts, the ability to look past, to have the commitment to your own personal experience with something, your own personal opinions, and to look past the discourse. I really respect that about you. Jeffrey, your Terrible Day video, your cover of Another Terrible Day from the Percy Jackson musical, great. Your best song that you have covered on your channel, to my memory. I love that you did it with Abby, that they were able to bring a lot of humor to it to match kind of your energy, but also you're just perfect as Mr. D. If there is a local production of the Percy Jackson musical, you definitely need to go and try out for Mr. D. I just love that, and it was my introduction to the Percy Jackson musical, because despite being a big Percy Jackson fan, I haven't listened to it because I tend to not listen to musicals if I haven't seen them. It's just not what I prioritize. You've definitely kind of pushed me. It's like, no, I'm missing something out. I am missing out on something if I don't go and listen to this. And what I want to talk about that I emulate from your videos, or at least attempt to, isn't actually present in this one. It is present throughout a lot of your other ones, and that is you are very concise. In your videos like your J.K. Rowling video or your adaptation video, you're able to cover these topics that you could talk for hours about, that have so much that you could say about them, and you're able to find just the right amount of words. And I really respect that, because I am a very long-winded person. Look at the runtime of this video. It's definitely something I want to get better at. And in this year, especially in the back half of the year, I definitely stopped before I made a video. And it's like, okay, how, like Jeffrey, can I streamline this? How can I consolidate my points and ultimately make them stronger? Because I could say something in 50 words, but if I can find a way to say it in 10, that the point's gonna come across a lot clearer. And now moving on to Abby. I'm gonna struggle here because I still haven't quite found a way to articulate it. But Abby, your video, Scrapping Existing Sundays, which is a weird video. You might be like, why, out of all the ones I put out, out of all the work I've put into these videos, why that one, Caleb? And it's simply because I too have had to scrap ideas this VEDS, and I've had to change lanes. And I feel like you have been both very open about how your process has altered this VEDS, but also how you tie that into your videos. When you have to change a plan, you don't just make a video about it. You make a video and then figure out a way to tie it in and make it a much more meaningful video. It's not like just an update video. It's a video about creativity in general. You can see it in the Existing Sundays video, but you can also see it in several other videos you have put out this month. And then all your other videos are strengthened by those because we have a better idea of how you went about making those videos. And so what I'm trying to emulate from you, Abby, is your ability to find meaning in your creative process, even when it goes wrong. Graham, this was easy, because once you put out this video, I was like, oh, that's probably gonna be my favorite this month. And it was kind of early in the month. I'm like, he could surprise me, but this video is just so good. And it's your rock aria video. It obviously plays to your strength about talking about music history, and then just also explaining things. But I also really appreciated that you got very much into the weeds of it. You pulled out your guitar, you explained, the different stuff with the chord progressions. It's just such a great video. When I watched it the first time, when I've gone back to watch it, when I watched it for this video, I feel like I have learned something. And to go to kind of the other flip side of your content, going away from the music content to your experience, adventure, exploration, history content, I guess you could say, your ability to go places and find things that are interesting, to acknowledge that there is a whole world around you, and that world has an interesting story that you want to share with other people. That's why I did my Museum Monday videos. That's why I did my Core of the 3-Star videos. In a lot of ways, that's at the core of my theme, curiosity. And even though I feel like I kind of abandoned my theme this year, that aspect of your videos was something from the beginning that I kind of tested my initial ideas off of. And finally, Tessa. I spoiled this one in last Friday's video. It hasn't changed. My favorite video you have put out this year is still We've Got Magic to Do. As I've thought more about it, I think I've realized what about it is so inspiring. We tell a story together each week. We collaborate on a story each week. We play D&D. I'm the DM, you're one of the players. We don't do it alone. We've got 3 other great people who do it with us. And it's a story that will never be shared beyond our group of people. But it's one of the most meaningful, creative experiences I have ever had, because it's a game that has been going on 3 years. Wow. And it has evolved and grown. And while I am the DM and I affect the rules of the world and the specifics of what you guys interact with, I don't tell that story alone. And I don't really drive that story. You guys drive that story. And in order to do so, all of us need to believe in magic. Even though we're spread across 3 states with questionable internet and plots that sometimes go nowhere and random Muppet cameos, we still are telling a story that matters. We believe in each other's magic. I feel like you just articulated that in a very honest and true way in that video. Tessa, I think it's safe to say that I know you the most out of each of the VEDSies. Talking to each other every Sunday for multiple hours for 3 years. We'll do that. And as that's the case, I feel like I've taken and learned the most from your videos. So I don't have one thing that I emulate or try to emulate from your videos, but trust me, there is a lot there. Having trouble ending this video. I've tried a couple times and my phone's about to die. So I guess I gotta keep it simple. I'll try to be concise, like Jeffrey. Y'all make VEDS special. Thank you, friends and fellow VEDSies. See you tomorrow. No, I won't. Gosh darn it, I got into the habit of saying that. I won't see you tomorrow. I'm just going with it. That's just how we're gonna end the video. See y'all next year.